G'day guys, it's Swal here. I decided to go and explore the Bitaroo Exchange. So I'm just going to start with a sign up today. Now before I went and did all this sort of stuff, as my OPSEC has got a little bit more advanced through time, I have gone and created an individual email just for this purposes, and have created new passwords. So I will be able to keep this exchange and my email just one set island. So only Bitaroo emails will actually go to that email, and it can only be logged on with one particular password. So any other email that ever gets breached will not breach this particular email or this Bitaroo login. So I am just going to go to create a new account, and this of course is trade.bitaroo.com.au/login. Okay, so I'm just going to fill all this in, but of course I'm going to blank it all out for you guys. So the first name, last name, email, and password. And create account. Okay, just looking in the account settings, it looks like it's got a maker fee of 0.15% and a taker fee of 0.19%, which is pretty low. I'm pretty impressed by that. I also noticed that obviously that the deposit and withdrawal setup need the email to be verified, so I'll need to go and do that. So I'll be back in one sec. So I've verified my email. This email coming through here, and basically click it as you expect. And of course, to cover the verification costs, a one-off fee of $4.95 applies. So pay fee now. So that's one of the notifications that have come up. And of course, the deposit part is identity not verified. Withdrawal, same thing. So I'll have to sort that out, and I'll have to also pay for the verification cost. All right, I just paid the $4.95. It had three options. It had plain Bitcoin, Bitcoin Lightning, and PayPal. At this point in time, I just paid with PayPal because I didn't really have any Bitcoin on me, so I just paid with PayPal. So let's go into verify with digital ID. So I'll just click on this to find out. Actually, I haven't seen this before. New to digital ID. Already have a digital ID app. I did not have this sort of stuff at all. Let's just get started. Australian driver's license, Australian passport. Okay, so choose a document. On hand, I have a driver's license and Medicare card, so I might see how many of these I can actually enter. So I will start with the driver's license. Okay, state of issue, license number, surname, given name, middle name, initial, date of birth. Fair enough. Alright, so I will go through and enter all of these. Alright, so I went through that digital ID and I put in my license number, surname, given name, all that sort of stuff. So I've got that all passed through. Okay, I've been through the Verify app with Australia Post, and it's pretty much approved me straight away. So I could deposit now if I wanted to. So on the deposit page, we've got a BTC deposit details, so you can generate a deposit address. I will just generate that, but of course I'll block it out. Okay, so it's giving me a SegWit address, so that's not bad. It's also given me an Australian dollar deposits address with pay ID or regular banking account details. The deposit fee is $1.95, and I believe that's to do with sort of crypto-friendly banking. So banking doesn't necessarily like Bitcoin that much, so that's to get us over that sort of speed hump. Now this kind of balances out with the low trading fees, which means the day traders and stuff like that can capitalize on the low fees, but of course have to get over that $1.95. So really good for traders. Okay, I just tried the Pay ID. It does seem like the hyphens in the actual email can sometimes break down with some of the apps. So maybe log on to maybe a different bank, or actually log on to the actual desktop bank instead of an app. So yeah, you just simply copy the email and then import the reference, and of course, you know, there is the 194 deposit fee. So I've just put in $100 just to get started, and I will test some trades from here. One other important security feature that you need to engage is the 2FA function. You can basically find it in the security tab, and just look down the bottom where it says enhanced security 2FA. Now you will need some sort of two-factor authentication app on your phone to be able to run this, and I use Google Authenticator, and that's best because it tethers it to your phone. Now keep in mind that that sort of information does stay on your phone and it can't be transferred to another phone. So when you go to do this, it's important to, as well as scanning the 2FA code, it's also best to write down the code somewhere and keep that safe. So I'm going to go and tick that on. And of course you can't see the QR code for this because I'm going to blank it out. But it has a code, and I will write it down and I will also scan it into my phone. So I'll just do that. Now, if you have copied down your QR code and you have copied down your seed letters as well, sometimes it's worthwhile, if you've got a second backup phone that you keep in a cupboard or something like that, that you scan it with that too, because that just keeps something on hand. But I mean, that's only my recommendation. Some people would probably say against that, but that's what I recommend. So now that it is in there, you'll be asked to enter the 6-digit code that'll come up on the actual 2FA, and you got to wait. It has a 30-second timer, so once a fresh timer comes up, you just enter a key. And then the 2FA is all verified, and that's it.